Hello, hello, hello. Here we are. Finally, we got some audio. Okie dokie. I think it's working now. Let me know if you guys can hear me properly. Hello? Yeah. Okay, I think it's picking up my voice now properly. Okay, let's get back to it then. Who was the last one we drew? It was Itachi here. Okay. I finally got another cable to plug in my tablet, which you can see over here. Last week, I had only one cable. I have the same cable connecting. I think it's a mini USB. You know, there's like USB-C. There's the old USB. And then there's like the little ones. Not the USB-C, but there's also like USB mini and micro that are not really... They're not really like symmetrical. Hey there! First one here. Yeah, no pressure at all. Now everything depends on you. And I will deem this whole live stream a failure if you do not suffice as a first viewer, so no pressure at all. Welcome. How's it going? Yeah, I was just like trying to figure out some technical difficulties as usual. Last time I didn't have enough cables, but now I have two cables. I have one for my tablet and one for my microphone that I have some fur on my mic. Sorry. And now it should be fine. Let's get to here. Something about Itachi here doesn't sit right with me. And because I have the tablet now, I can do also pressure. Let's see if it's working really quick. Where's my pencil? Oh, yeah. Now it's much easier. Even though I'm still using the pencil and not the paintbrush tool. So it's still like black and white pixels. So there's nothing... You see, there's no... If I'm using the brush... Let me choose like a normal brush. Even if it's like a normal paintbrush, there's always some gray areas. And because artistically I decided to go more with a retro pixelated look like in the old MS Paint days, while preserving some of the cool gizmos of Adobe Photoshop, I decided to go with a pencil tool. But still, if you have a tablet that's pressure activated, you can get nice like curves depending on how this is like very hard pressed. And if I'm gentle about it, yeah, you can draw nice swirly noodles. So something here with his forehead is like not really good. He has like a ginormous forehead. And I also don't want to... I don't want to have his mouth completely aligned with that neckline. Also, I should also try and get a completely hard eraser brush, because the brush is also behaving like an eraser. And I see that it's not really completely hard for some reason. I don't know why. It's pressure sensitive, maybe that's why. But if I'm doing it like this, it's not what I want. Can I get a completely hard round? See what I mean? It doesn't behave like it still gives me this soft... it's not the end of the world. Anyways, yeah, I'm always surprised by how often the pencil tool is the thing to go, despite being squared pixels. It depends on what like type of style you want to go for, right? The old-fashioned pencil. I don't know why they called it pencil. See, this is like bothering me now, because when I want my eraser to also erase like completely monochromatically, but now because I'm you see what I mean? It gives me all these shades of gray, and I know it's like so stupid to be pissed off about it, but like, come on, man. Oh, I don't know if you can see it because there's like a bunch of overlays on top, but I have under the mode here next to the icon of the brush, you can actually select it to be like a pencil. Perfect. Now we're cooking. So now my eraser, yeah, that's the word. Now my eraser also behaves like yeah, the hair should go over here. Now my eraser also behaves like a pencil tool. So if these are the eyes, I have the, what you call it, the how's it called? The forehead protector. For some reason, I thought it was called guard something. I don't know, forehead guard, and that didn't sound right because it isn't. But the forehead protector should come off of here. Yeah, that should be fine. And this goes here. Maybe should I have a hair here? No. But I should have those lines here, and next come the glasses. Maybe I don't need the line yet because the glasses are like the most important facial feature in Itachi. A bit higher over here. No. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now we can proceed. So how are you all doing? See, we have a few viewers who are pretty silent. It's okay. You can lurk here. You don't have to say hello. But if you want to, that'd be nice. You can answer. You can talk. We have social features now. YouTube is kind of a social media platform, right? I know there's like a bunch of countries now banning social media for kids. To minors is the proper legalese term. Does YouTube count as that? Maybe if you're making an account, it does. But for watching, probably not. Okay, that looks fine. Yeah, that's better. Who shall be next then? We have Toby, we have Kakuzu, we have Kisame. Should Hidan still be ahead? Is what I'm thinking now. We did kind of rip his head off. But in the trailer, he wasn't ahead anymore. Maybe we keep him in one piece, but we kind of get his head chopped off in a way in most episodes. Maybe all of them. I'm not sure. So Kakuzu in the background, let's say his fill is 50%. I'll go with 50, consistency's sake. And let's remove everything else. Not remove, but let's put opacity 50% as well to match that. So it'll be easier to draw on new layers. And this is why, even though I want to go back to that old MS Paint look, I chose to still go with Photoshop. Right. So who should we go with next? Wait, what is this line? Is that on the PC? No. Is that on desk? No. There's a line above the monitor, the vertical line. I'm not really sure. Okay, that's on Itachi's layer for some reason. Let's erase that. Eraser should be E. Yes, it is. That's off now. He's perched on top of a dummy. He might be. Yeah. Let's do Hidan. Hidan isn't taller than Kakuzu, right? What's this? What's this layer? Akatsuku. That's a weird layer. I don't even know what. There was nothing there. Kakuzu now is. Oh, they're all opacity 40. Okay, let's do. Opacity 40 for everyone. All right, so now they're like kind of equal. You know what? Let's do Zetsu because he's tall enough to be visible behind the armchair. And I'll place him right behind the armchair to not like waste the space. Is he taller than Kakuzu? The head is probably not. So if this is the head, so we'll make sure he's not as tall as, like, say, I don't remember. Is he the shadowy part on the left or on the right? That's the kind of stuff you just don't remember after so long. Okay, the dark part is on the left, and the normal, completely white part is on his left, meaning our right side. Okay, and he has like these circular eyes. Where's my pen? Does he wear like headband? No, nothing. Nothing really. So Jolimprex, where are you from? Jumping in to say you're the GOAT. Hell yeah, man. Or lady, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream. Feel free to stick around if you can. It's a little quiet here now. You're from Michigan. Not far from the lake. You're close to Canada. I mean, I'm in Canada, but not on that side of Canada. I'm on the West Coast. That's a weird kind of like, not weird, but very generic hairdo. Kakuzu. Not Kakuzu, Zetsu. Like, look at this. He's like the most generic looking face. Outside of the fact that he's like, you know, obviously a black and white plant thing. His face is so regular. Yeah, no features beyond that. The fact that he's like a green, black and white plant thing. I guess maybe it's a good thing because, like, he's distinguishable enough, right? You don't want him to be like overcrowded design wise. And this will be like his I think he's too tall at this point, right? If we're talking about his height, he's like almost as tall as Kakuzu here, and that's not right. Lansing, so right smack as far as from the lakes as I can get. Zetsu's face of Michigan City. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, how did Toby sneak into this? I guess this is fine. We're not gonna see him as well anyways. I can imagine, okay, I don't know if you know the premise here, but in this episode they'll have trouble, very relatable trouble that we all have sometimes, of deciding what food to get. So they're like on DoorDash or Uber Eats or, I don't know, Konoha Eats or something like that. We'll make up like a funny Naruto kind of name for their app, and they're trying to decide what to get to eat. And as you probably know, it's a challenge that a lot of us struggle with, and for them it's going to be very problematic. You can assume. There's a lot of considerations on what, Akatsuki likes to eat. That's not right. Let's do it more like this. That seems fine. No. Not spiky enough. That looks good. Lansing, Michigan. Where's that? Let me Google map you really quick. Okay, I see. You're like... Yeah. You're not far from Detroit. Okay. Detroit basketball. I used to follow the NBA religiously before. It's been kind of an off period for me on that front. Why is it so... Oh, yeah. When I transformed it into a pencil type, it disabled my pressure sensitivity. So the cool thing about drawing with these pens, the Wacom pens, is that you can kind of configure it to be pressure sensitive. So if you not push as hard, it becomes smaller. So, and I kind of turned that off for me, and the pixel count was too big for the eraser. So it misbehaved. It was too chunky for my liking. What's going on here? Something is not right. I'll have to clean up his area here with the spikes. Maybe I should like do scheduling on these streams that I'm making, because a lot of the time people don't really know that I'm going live. I would make a post like before, but a lot of people don't get notified, even though I do that at followers thing. And because my followers on Facebook are so... They have such old accounts, maybe some of them like switched to different accounts. So they're not paying attention to these pages, their notifications on these accounts. I'm not sure what's going on. That looks about right. But here, I'll have to clean up. Obviously, all this area is completely covered or hidden behind his plant face. Here as well. And here as well. Mm-hmm. I think that's fine. What do you guys think? I think it's not too bad. I mean, yeah, it's Zetsu, right? And also, this entire area should be erased because this is where the Venus flytrap, right? That's what it's called. This is where it's completely closed up towards the bottom of his head. Yeah, like so. I think that looks good. Let's add a couple of spikes from the back side to give it more of a 3D effect. Can you guys hear the music? Last week I had like very inconclusive volume settings. Some people said they can't hear anything. Some people said it was a bit loud. But as long as you guys can hear me well, I think it should be good. This ain't no music stream. Maybe one day I'll do a singing stream, like a karaoke party thing. That'll be fun. There's no music, you see? Because it's too quiet. Maybe I'll... Oh yeah, now I can see the equalizer going up and down. Because I want it not to be too loud for me as well. So this should be better. You guys should hear it now, like a little bit better. Does he have some veiny pattern on the outside? I think he does. I don't remember it well. Let me check. He might. He maybe, but like it's very. Oh yeah. Here we go. It's very. Ugh, this is an ugly look. But looking here, it does have just a little bit here at the top, over this area and that area. So nothing too crazy. So it's not like a defining feature or anything. I think that's enough detail, anyways. All right. This was like so. It has like this more open, just because of this size of his ginormous head plant thing. His collar obviously can't be like up here, or it's more like an open collar thing. Yeah, like that. Shoulders, his like body size, I guess it's like normal, big-ish, not huge. No one on Akatsuki is actually particularly huge, just a bunch of twinks. Maybe Kakuzu's kind of big. Kisame is kind of big. Other than that, a bunch of twinks, I tell ya. Says the 5'11" on a good day dude. Then again, I'm not a super villain, so or maybe I am, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Now also make him a little bit more transparent so he looks like the rest of them. Maybe I should also try different days and times for the stream. I don't know. Oh, I dropped my phone. Good thing there's carpet here. You guys watched anything interesting recently, like a TV show or an anime or a movie? Where's the patrons thing disappeared to? Oh, there we go. Who should we draw next? Deidara, Hidan. Where should Hidan be? I think I need to move Zetsu a little bit. Although, yeah, let's move them both over here. Itachi can be right on the edge of the screen. And then I have some space for Hidan. Kakuzu can be here, a little bit taller even, you know? Let's show how tall he is actually. And then I can place Hidan in front of Kakuzu, because they still paired up, right? Hidan. Not since One Piece Season 2, but I've been meaning to watch all the episodes of Doctor Who they found. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Those are like the really old ones, right? When it was like still black and white, I think. Yeah, One Piece Season 2 was really good, honestly. I'm still shocked that it's as good as it is, and that we have a good One Piece adaptation. It's wild. Also, because of all the moon mission stuff, I noticed a lot of people bring up. I heard people bring up this show. It's called For All Mankind. That's kind of what we were watching recently. It's actually very cool, and I'm surprised that I never heard about it before. It's like an alternate timeline history sort of thing where the space race never really stops. So it's cool. And from Rotten Tomatoes, like, I like seeing that like the first season is actually the worst reviewed, and then it gets better as it goes along. And we were enjoying the first season even, so it's kind of good. Not gonna lie, I enjoy it. Is Hidan always with his open collar thing? Is he always going with like bare chested? Yeah, he is. Okay. Okay, so we don't really need to draw the collar for him at all. His eyes are like this all the time. It looks like grumpy. And also his headband thing is on his neck, so I guess like this is fine. It's a little bit too big. Yeah, that's fine. Should he have a nose? I don't know. Maybe tiny one like that. Yeah, that's good enough. should have ears though, that's for sure. I was like, why is he looking so weird? No, guy doesn't have any ears. He won't be able to participate in a conversation without any ears. He won't be able to hear anything. What's going on with this music? Why is it so epic? It's too epic. That's better. He has this pendant or something, right? This religion thing. What does it look like? Ah, it doesn't matter. He'd be pissed off if he heard me say that, but it's not really important. The color is much higher though. It's like over here. That looks fine to me. Does he also carry his weapon on his back? I guess he is. It's not like he's going to use it anyways. But it's a nice detail to include. No, I don't like the angle, and I need to stop. Okay, before I hit his head. That's fine. I want it to go all the way here, though. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. The blade, the sharp gray part is actually on the top, so I'll have a line over here. That's good. Some collarbone in here. Okay, I think it's done. I think it looks pretty good. Can definitely recognize him. Oh, it's a funny voice. Is he gonna come back with his little? Oh. Why can't I? Okay, here we go. That's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members. The leader is gonna be on his gaming chair, of course. Who's next? Well, yeah, pretty much we need Sasori and Deidara. Hold on, is Kakuzu smaller than Kisame? Kakuzu height. Kakuzu is 185. And Kisame. Not that it matters for fun, Katsuki, but yeah, he is taller than all Akatsuki. What the hell? He's taller than Kakuzu? Why is that fact weird to me? I know why it's weird, because Kakuzu basically replaced a character that appeared only as like an Akatsuki giant or something like that. So Kisame is kind of a tall boy. Let's get him taller then. Let's get him like this side. And then Itachi, we'll move him over here a little bit. He's standing over here. And Kakuzu can go a little bit smaller. And now, neither Sasori or Deidara are too tall. Let's do Deidara. Deidara. Kisame has little brother energy, yeah. True. Restream, where's this shit? That song was too sad for this kind of drawing. Okay. Deidara. How does Deidara look? Okay, that's pretty easy. He has a scouter thingy. And Deidara was revealed. People were not sure if he's like actually a girl because of the hair. All we got is a silhouette in the anime, in the manga. Then when the anime came to that fateful meeting between the Akatsuki, he had this very deep voice. So definitely not a lady. Actually kind of odd that they had only Conan as a female Katsuki, but honestly Kishimoto isn't, and he self-admittedly said that he's not really great at making like badass Konoichi. Yeah, Tsunade is great. Probably the best written female character in Naruto, because the rest, like, you know, Sakura, like, I like her character, but at the end of the day, she was just there to be kind of like a love interest for Naruto at the beginning, and then like her whole thing with Sasuke obsession. It's kind of like, it's fine to start like a character like that, and she did get some character growth, but like nothing too crazy. Even though her like fight with Sasori was peak, I like that a lot. But ultimately, one of the weaker sides of the show, the manga, the anime, whatever you want to call it, the franchise. Right, Sasori is done. I think that's good enough. It's a little bit too big, because I don't think Deidara, not Sasori, Deidara is taller than like Hidan. I think that's a good height for him. Let's now do 50%. And finally, Sasori. At the time when I like did Final Katsuki, I never really knew what to do with Sasori as much, because he didn't really get as much character. Even he's kind of an odd fella out. He was either this like weird puppet thing, and then when he came out, and he's like, okay, he's not very interesting, unfortunately. Also kind of like a weak sauce character in terms of development. Like, yeah, okay, you have like a sad childhood and all that stuff with the dolls. I mean, every second character, not even second, like 80% of the characters in Naruto are like that. Horrible childhoods. But then like, it was kind of sad. I expected more out of Sasori, and then he gets like taken out in the first like actual battle he fights. He did capture. Did he capture? No. He didn't capture. This was Deidara who captured Gaara. I did like the fact that his voice, he has this, shares the same voice actor as Cloud Strife from Final 7, obviously Advent Children at the time. So it's kind of like, yeah, that he has a great voice actor and all that, but then made it even more like disappointing, because he never got like really show his range as much. Very like stoic character. That makes sense. So even like in Final Katsuki, I don't even know what jokes to write about him. Like, there's nothing particularly interesting about him. But I'll figure it out. Also, at the time of the peak Final Katsuki time, he wasn't really revealed as much. Even his design is like forgettable. He has a cool hair color, I'll give him that. But like, see, I tried to like mimic his it's not a good drawing, I'm gonna have to fix that. And it's like, it looks like everybody else, honestly. Maybe I should just do his puppet form. Yeah, I completely screwed up his hair style, actually. I was basing it off of some kind of fan art, and it's kind of crap. His hair is much shorter. Let's redo it completely. Ugh. That's really big. Let me put that reference in here so that I may see. It's kind of mid, honestly, design wise and story wise. I can make some jokes about him that, like, outside of his puppet body, he's like literally just a sausage. You know that thing that in his chest. And then the hair is like wavy, weird. I mean, you see what I mean? It's kind of like not very distinguishable in any shape or form. Maybe I should have gone with his like puppet form, but then even then, like he looks like a completely different character. It's like they changed his character entirely. I'll figure it out. We'll find something to make him a little bit funny. That looks fine. It's been a long day today, honestly. I'm a little bit cooked. It's been like an hour stream already. Oh, let's see. Maybe we can do something else now. This is pretty much done. Oh, hello. I just want to know, why is it together? That's weird. I just want to get rid of this image. Alright, here they are. I don't know if I should color them today. It's gonna look a mess if I now put everyone like 100%, but that's the full Akatsuki. Oh shit, I didn't do leader yet. My goodness. Yeah, let's do leader. You know what? We can finish off at least with leader. Gaming chair. It was actually pain, I know, but let's do it like that. Make the chair a little bit more visible. Will we see some differences between the Fanakatsuki universe and the Naruto canon? This seems like it will tie in more of the original series than the HD series. That's actually, I spoke about this extensively in the last stream last week. Maybe I should splice, like, you can go into the channel. By the way, welcome, Def Shredder 69. Yeah, hell yeah. In my past live stream, I'm getting to the point. The first 30 minutes, I'm basically talking about how I envision this new series to be, but I can like briefly also speak about it if you want to get more detail. You can go there, but for now, I will say yes. It will be more akin to the original series than the HD series, because I kind of was thinking why, not even the how or what Fanakatsuki is going to be, but I was thinking more about the why. Why do I want it back? And I figured that, like, it's not about the fancy art. It's not about, like, what are we gonna do now that Naruto is done? What are we gonna do with the fact that some of these characters are revealed or dead or whatever? That's not Final Katsuki. That's not what it's about. The why really is like the silliness that we all wanted to go back to when we were younger, like 20 years ago. And I figured, why the hell not, right? I make the show, screw it all to hell. Let's go back to basics. I was thinking about calling it Final Katsuki Origins, but then again, it's another thing, right? It's not the original Final Katsuki. It's not Final Katsuki HD, so now we're gonna have like Final Katsuki Origins. Doesn't matter. I'll just call it Final Katsuki episode, whatever. We'll decide on that later once the episode is done. That's why I called the trailer just Final Katsuki trailer. And I wanted to go back to basics, you know, their lives as they try to manage like regular stuff. And it's funny because they're like supervillains with superpowers with weird backgrounds, and how they interact with each other is funny, and like silly jokes. What do they call it? Like gag comedy. A lot of it is another thing. So I want to go back to that really. And will we have some canon things? Sure, if they're funny, I will use it. Like, you know, them hunting Jinchuriki and things like that. Maybe we'll encounter characters. So yeah, Final Katsuki Classic, Origins, Odyssey, whatever, remake. Just Final Katsuki. Maybe I should call it just Final Katsuki. I don't know. Back to basics. That's kind of like what I'm nostalgic for, and seeing like the reactions from people, whether it's on Facebook when I did that post about should I come back and do this, or to the recent trailer, like people seem to, you know, reminisce better times because the world is nuts right now. And I miss those days as well, and that's kind of like what I want to tap back to. And I think the trailer kind of shows that. Well, I kind of like pulled the rug on you guys by saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be completely full HD, 4K, HDR, DLSS 5, AI, and then like Toby wakes from this nightmare, because that's exactly the opposite of what I'm trying to do here. The animation, it's gonna be crap. The art, maybe it's fine, maybe it's not, but guess what? That's the fucking point, right? That's what we're trying to get to, because back in the old days, I drew this on MS Paint, and I know I'm drawing this on Photoshop, but I'm using it just from convenience, that I can move characters around, I can have like the same background, but I'm not going back to Flash for all the fancy work. I don't need that. I think it just takes too long to do. And even like the trailer that I've done was pretty quick to design and produce, and you know, I could still do the voices pretty well, so I figured, why not go back to what made Final Katsuki so funny and great? Like, it's the simplicity. So we don't need to preoccupy. I think like just by falling into that trap, always thinking like, oh yeah, my art should be better, or like my storyline should be better, I should have these overarching like storylines and whatnot, breaking, like that's kind of what put me into a rut. And like I've said, these like weird ever-changing goalposts and outcomes, and I think that's what kills the fun and the creative process, honestly. I'm beyond that, man. We're all older now. What am I? I'm 37 now. Like, I don't need that kind of like stuff. I'm doing this because it's fun. I'm not expecting anything. You know, I'm doing this stream. There's like literally like 5 people watching me now. I don't care, man. Like, even if it's a single person who's having a good time and getting to like talk to me, and I get to talk to you guys, I'm all for it, right? So if you ever need a female voice for Conan, I have somebody I could refer. Oh my goodness, you brought up something very interesting. You know what? Maybe I can even show you. I don't think it's like too much of a problem. Let me be smart about it. Let me go to my Gmail. When Final Katsuki was like a big deal, right? When we were pulling in millions of views, and it was like peak everything, and like what I'm trying to say is Conan got revealed, and I said, hey, let me put it over here. I need a female person to yeah, I need a female person to do voice work for Conan. And I did I said, yeah, let's make an edition, and send me your lines. And then this is like my Gmail inbox, and Maybe I shouldn't do it like this. Yeah, maybe I don't need to show like names here, but you can see how many people. This was 2010. Yeah, 2010. 2011, I was still getting auditions for Conan. That's like what, 50 emails? So nothing really happened because like I figured, okay, I can just like, give her a few lines and I might still do it because I want Conan to be. You see, that's the silliness of I don't even have her here because she was never like a big part of Final Katsuki when because she was never revealed when we drew these when I drew these originally, and I do want her to be part of the show, and she's appearing in the trailer, and I do think it's important to have her represented. So yeah, I could again reach out to the fans, and yeah, you can write to me later, Jolamprex, if you want to provide me a link or like how to contact if that person is like a fan and willing to do that. Great. But yeah, I think it was all in all a decent stream. Let's just do leader, and we'll finish off with leader. And next time we'll be able to do Conan as well. I'm kind of tired. It's a weekend, but I was out and about. I sold my car. So there was a bunch of things that I had to get done today, and I still wanted to do this stream even though I'm kind of like cooked, but it was fun. I'm glad with the progress we were able to do anyways. Maybe I'll finish it off like last stream. I did a little, you can write to me on the Facebook page, the Omni Strife there. Yeah, that'll be the best place probably. And maybe I'll finish off with a little game of chess. I did one game of chess. It's another thing that I kind of try to pick up and get better at. I'm really terrible. Last time I did it, I lost horribly because it was blitz and I wasn't really focused. But maybe I'll try one more today and we'll see if we get better results. Maybe we'll play a 10-minute game because like doing a 5-minute game on stream was harder than expected. Does anybody here play chess? Let's see. Why am I drawing their eyes so open? It's a bit... That's fine. Well, in terms of new lore that can be adapted, I can definitely see you doing something with Kaguya. Yeah, Zetsu's parents were never really revealed during the PTA episode with how he lied about eating them, yeah. I enjoy chess, but I'm terrible at it. Well, there you go. You're exactly like me. I wish I had more time to, like, learn theory. Maybe I'll get to it when I try and teach my son a little bit more chess. He seems to really want to learn. He's very small still. I have my boy is like 4 years old. But he's pretty clever. I'm sure that once I get around to teaching him, it will kick my ass for sure. So now that he's sitting way over here, the mouse, look at that, the mouse is way over here, way over there. So that doesn't look very natural. But I can't really have him sit over here because then like his entire face is obscured. Maybe we'll make him a lefty? I don't know. She's okay. She's here on YouTube. She's been helping with some of my videos lately. Okay, that's cool. Plus, with how out of nowhere the Black Zetsu reveal was, I can sort of see the jokes right in themselves. Yeah, Zetsu was never a problem. I don't know if you were here for the stream, but when I was drawing like Sasori a few minutes ago, I was complaining about how like a bit more complicated he is for drawing for like writing jokes, because he was never really too developed, and there's nothing really unique about him beyond the puppeteering thing. Is like, oh yeah, he has a sad childhood like all of the Naruto characters basically, so it's not really unique in any way. But yeah, Zetsu is funny. I find him easy to write jokes for. Even like the gag humor with him, the fact that he's a plant, and you know, if you saw the trailer, he's sleeping in a big flower pot. Like the really dumb jokes, they work well with him. Like his cannibalism. It's always funny to make fun of things that are not necessarily funny in real life. Like cannibalism is not funny. But with Zetsu, it is. We can play on all, because I don't know if you've heard, but they're gonna struggle now. That's why they're all by the computer. They're trying to figure out what they're going to order to eat. And with Zetsu, man, like the jokes write themselves as well on that front. We have a bunch of jokes lined up with Kisame as well. That can be pretty funny. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's just save this file and finish off with a little game of horrible chess. Let me put this one on here. You guys should be able to see. You know what? Let's still do a blitz. Maybe it won't be so terrible, but let's try. Now I got the white pieces. 497. Yeah, I used to be already over at 600, but I'm stuck in a terrible losing streak. On Rapid, I'm like 800-ish, 900-ish. I was fairly close to 1,000. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, he has these positions. Not too much of a problem. This, we can exchange more pieces if he wants. Not great. I'm already ruining my like structure. I don't know if I should pursue. I could, I guess. My entire pawn structure here is very bad. This can go here. I guess I could castle over to this side. Let's do this. That's fine. Oh, it's kind of an ugly game now. But at least I'm not playing too slow. Last time I played on stream, I was winning and I basically lost because I was slow. Okay, they're moving their queen. That's ambitious. You can hear my cat meowing in the background. That's what it is. Okay, that's already interesting because this little guy is not defended in the... Oh, there we go. See, that's how I blunder. Let's do another one. That was horrible. I thought I was clever, but not really. Got distracted by my cat, talking about my cat. Okay, this one I do know. This is like a very common trap, so I know how to avoid being destroyed here really quickly. I believe this is the right move. And now I'll go here because they are trying to like double up on this pawn here and checkmate. So if he's not putting his pawn over here, which is I guess the better move, and he doesn't, that's nice for me. I can go right ahead and attack the queen. So that kind of, I think it's called tempo. That I basically can, yeah, I can force a move. What should we do now? Let's go this way. And then I can, that's good. And again, he's kind of forced to go away and run and hide. And he's planning some sort of attack over here. I want to keep pressuring his queen because... And he's going over here, I guess. I don't know. I guess I could do this. But then, what do I do if he's... I think I'll do... that. Looks like a terrible move at first, but I'll do this. And I can still capture if he eats this, but he can also do check, and then I can eat with the knight. Yeah, it's also harder because you like kind of commented, oh, that's really bad for me too. How do I get out of this without losing too much material? Okay, he can eat one of my pieces and I can eat one of his. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I can do this. And he'll eat one of mine now, I guess. A knight and a bishop technically worth the same amount of material, but depends on the game. I guess I should also castle really quickly here, because my... And this one is not defended now. What should I do, really? Maybe I should do this, but then this guy can do this. I need to defend my my knight somehow. I can also just go full aggro, but should I? I don't know. Here I am again playing slow. My problem is, yeah, I can still do this, so I guess no problem, I will do that. And if he checks, I'll push my pawn over here and defend. Okay. Right. I can't do this because he'll obviously eat with the queen. If I attack this one, it doesn't really do anything because I could try again to attack the queen. He's running out of squares he can run off to. Yeah. He's kind of running out of safe squares for the queen here. What's this now? I can do this, and also I'm not losing my pawn this way. At some point, I have to also put my king into safety. This is again an attack, because this one is protected. Where can he go? Only here, I think. Yeah, this is the only safe square. This, I see what he's doing. He's offering me a trade. Not a bad idea, especially because this guy is not defended anymore. But I guess I can think about defending it soon, because he'll have to eat my queen after as well. And now I'll get this guy out of danger. Maybe even attack his queen. Not queen, the bishop. Time is not great. 2 minutes left. I knew he'd do that. I have a defense for that. But now he'll go here. And what do I do? Then I'll castle. Okay, he doesn't do that. This is not good. This should be fine. This should be fine. But maybe I should consider safety first. Yeah, I'll castle here. Okay. Definitely just move out of the way. This is getting tricky. Yeah, that's not great. I have to move away. I don't want to resolve his, because if I go this, I just basically solve his problem with the piled up pawns. But then if I don't want to sacrifice a pawn either. That's also stupid. Do I have anything interesting with these guys? Not really. Not yet, at least. Oh, but this guy's now not defended, and I'm officially up in material because he went. Oh, actually, it was a brilliant move that I had never really planned for. But I'll take it. I'll take it. So I'm up material. So unless I do like really stupid blunders here, so this is, for example, something that I'm happy to do. I guess he's also offering up a trade because now that I'm up in material, I'm more than happy to oblige. Because a 1 pawn difference, or whatever material difference you have, becomes only better as more pieces are traded off the board. Because percentage-wise, obviously, it's better. What's he doing here? Is he really a threat with this one? Not really. Should I trade with him? No, because then this entire lane will be open. I should go a little bit quicker. I'll go here. This looks like a good square for my knight, who wasn't really doing anything. Oh, I didn't see this. That was stupid. Just lost pawn for no reason. Oh, I'm running out of time again. Oh my goodness. You'll go here maybe, and I'll eat it. Oh, actually, I'm winning now. Like, definitely winning, but I should really be quick about it. I don't know if I can be quick enough, so I won't talk. I'm running out of time. No, I'm out of time. Unfortunate. I might have even actually won this had I gone here. Was this checkmate? I think this was checkmate. Yeah, it was. I was completely winning. Ah, damn it. Okay, last one. See, that was the next move, and I saw it. I couldn't pre-move it. I didn't see it yet. But I was completely winning here. I was just too slow because I was...
You played a nice tactic in the game, but it wasn't enough to secure the win.
Thank you, Magnus. Always know what to say to make me feel better. Let's do last game. I gotta get 1 win here. And that's Poison Girls, how you get into a big losing streak. This is the last one, though. Alright, let's play quickly. I will not be analyzing and talk. Oh, it's the same stupid opening. Let's be a little bit more quick about it. Okay. Wait, I don't even know if he goes here. I should not pre-move this. But I should pre-move this now. What is he gonna do? Okay. Okay, let's just pile up on material here. Okay. It's not great. Yeah, I kind of screwed up here. What should I do? Okay, I'll have him. I'll let him have the rook. Oh, even worse. But now I guess I can do this. Okay, I actually kind of skedaddled my way out of a lot of trouble because he made a big mistake here. they made a big mistake. I need to start attacking this queen a little bit. I don't like this position at all. Alright, let's go that way. That's weird. What? Why would he... Ah, I see. Now I know why. Sheesh. Okay. Wait. Oh my goodness, I thought I can eat it. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Now he'll make his queen disappear, obviously. Losing again. Yeah, this chess streaming thing isn't really working out well for me. Yeah, that's GG. I think that's enough. I won't get that win. Alright, guys. It was a fun stream. That's the entire Akatsuki cast looking at my horrible chess playing. And I bid you all a good night. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.